Woo! It's been on repeat, y'all. It's been on repeat for a minute. Mm-hmm. Come what may, you're worthy of glory. Come what may, you're worthy of praise. Mm-hmm. Stacy Green, Doc, this been on repeat like for days. Does that come through clear on y'all side? I hope it does, man. We give it all to you. To you. We give it all to you. Come what may, you're worthy of glory. Come what may, you're worthy of praise. All we are is Jesus' reflection, and we'll bless your name. Woo! So this is what I miss about church right here, boy. Cause Shannon, I don't know if I'd even preach on this Sunday, Dee. I don't even know if I preach on a Sunday like this. We give it all to you. We give it all to you. We give it all. Trina, I don't know if I preached this service. Everybody. We give it all to you. I got a playlist that's called Songs That Got Me Through the Pandemic. Come what may, you're worthy of glory. Come what may, you're worthy of praise. All we are is this reflection. So we'll bless your name. Hey, hey. Glorify your name. Hey, hey, hey. I hear Chad on this too. I hear Chad on this. 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 Whoo! Come one may, you're worthy of glory. Come one may, you're worthy of praise. All we are is glory's reflection. We'll bless your name. We'll bless your name. Woo! Okay, y'all. I stayed in the You Go Here Now room. Man, it feels good to stand up and teach again. I want you to think about something. I'll give you something to think about this morning. If a pitcher of water is clouded with mud, there's nothing you can do to make the water clear. But if you allow the mud to settle, the water will clear on its own. Why is that? That is because clarity is the water's natural state. The water's whole intention is to be clear. So no matter how cloudy and muddy it is, if you let it sit still for a while, it'll clear itself out. So we've been fasting for clarity. and crime in the capital, but clarity on the very personal state, because clarity is your spirit's natural state. The spirit has its own self-clearing function that is always guiding us back to clarity. If the spirit had a GPS system and you pressed home, the GPS would lead you to clarity. So it doesn't matter how muddy or messy my situation may be. If I let it rest for a little while, I will get clarity. So one of the beauties of your children getting grown and old is that they move out of their room. And when they move out of their room, you can convert their room to another room. So the whole time my kids were at home, we didn't have a real big enough space for any kind of gym. And so now guess what this room is? This room has been converted into a little gym. Now, not a full-fledged gym, not a bunch of equipment, but just enough to keep you strong and keep your back straight and keep your muscles tight and flexible. This is where you do your yoga classes and all of that. You take their TV and make it a monitor, but you don't have room for a whole lot of weight. So you got smaller weights. See, this ain't but 20 pounds. But if I keep on doing 20, I'm not trying to be like I used to be and lift the whole gym. I wouldn't say strong. If I keep on lifting something small, it's going to eventually feel like something heavy. Yes, it's a gym, it's a barbershop, it's a studio, it's a everything. But see, it is not the lifting of the weight that actually makes me stronger. I get stronger when I put the weight down. I get strong in the resting period after the weight breaks the muscle down. But it is in the resting period that the blood now is rushing to that particular area and making the muscle grow and making the muscle stronger. It is in our resting period. It is in our resting period of fasting. Happy birthday, Joyce, that we get stronger. It is when we're fasting that we're getting clarity. That's what we need now, isn't it? Clarity, God. Clarity on what should I do next. Clarity, God, because the world has shifted in such a way that if I do not get clarity, I will miss the next shift of the seasons. If I don't get clarity on what's going on next, the cloud might just pass me by. You know, the children of Israel, as they were walking through the wilderness, and the wilderness is not always a bad thing. The wilderness is a place from where you want to be to where you are. It is a place of testing. It is a place of trials. It is in the wilderness that they were walking, and God says, all you have to do is follow the cloud. Pillar of cloud by day, a pillar of fire by night. And why do I need clouds? Because number one, it was 175 degrees in the desert in the daytime. You needed a cloud to cover you, to protect you. And then it can go straight down to 40 below in the wintertime. So you need the fire to warm you. If you don't follow the cloud, you'll either freeze to death or you'll burn to death. You'll die if you don't follow the cloud. And to follow the cloud, I got to keep my head in the right position. I will lift up my eyes to the hills from whence cometh my help. My help comes from the Lord. It is about the angling of the eyes toward the hills. And actually, it is a physiological, neurological truth that if you can close your eyes and lift your eyes on a certain angle, it actually opens you up for clearer vision, for clearer imagination. And you can look straight ahead, close your eyes and lift your eyes towards a hill. Every neurologist and psychologist says that it opens up your heart to have a clearer imagination. Jose Silva, the Silva method, teaches you that you close your eyes and lift up your while your eyes are closed. It has a way of opening up your heart and opening up your vision. Try it now. Try it now. Close your eyes and then lift your eyes like this on like a 20-degree angle. And watch what happens. Watch how you feel on the inside. I will lift up mine eyes to the hills. From whence cometh my help. My help. Shanda Kosia, my help. All of my help at the end of the day is coming from the Lord. Even the Lord touches somebody else to help you. It was God that touched them. Paul said to the church at Corinth in 1 Corinthians chapter number 13, he's talking to us. The Corinthian church was they were crazy. The Corinthian church was they were like us, really. The Corinthian church they loved God, but they was a mess. I said they loved God, but they were something else. He had to get on them about love. He had to talk to them about how to behave. Now, let me ask any people who are honest enough to admit that you may not be in the Roman church. See, the Roman church were the mean people. They were very mean people. But see, the Corinthian church weren't mean. They were just kind of like a mess. Any Corinthian people, like kind of like you love God, but if you catch me on a bad day. I'm so glad that the whole idea about love is in the Corinthian church. It teaches that love is patient, love is kind, because he tried to teach the Corinthian church, I don't need you to be going off on people, be loving now. I'm not going to be evil, but if you say something to me, I'm not going to be evil with my hands, but I can use this mouth against you. The Corinthian church was a mess. And he tells the Corinthian church, he says in 1 Corinthians 13 and 11, when I was a child, I spoke and thought and reasoned as a child. The New Living Translation says, but when I grew up, I put away childish things. Just somebody put on the screen, I am grown, I am. Yeah, when I was a child, I reasoned and behaved like a child. I said, but when I grew up, I put away childish things. I am grown. I am. It's probably the only thing that really frustrates a whole lot of us is that when somebody tries to insult your grownness. Somebody tried to insult not my intelligence. You understand that I'm intelligent, but I'm not stupid. I am grown. I am. I pay my own bills. I got my own money. I do what I want to do, how I want to do it, and I'm willing to suffer the consequences for that which I do. See, that's the difference between being grown and not being grown, because some people want to do stuff and don't want to suffer the consequences. But when you're grown, you say, you know what? Hey, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna suffer the consequences. I'm not gonna blame it on anybody else because I am grown. I put away childish things. childish behavior and childish conversation and conversation that ain't going nowhere. I'd rather be reading a book. I'd rather have a V8 talk to me somebody. I'd rather have a V8. I'd rather have a V8. He said, I put away childish things. He said in verse number 12, he said, now we see things imperfectly. Things are imperfect. Things are not clear. He said, like puzzling reflections in a mirror. Shanda Kasiya, puzzling reflections in a mirror. He's talking to people who are looking for clarity, but they are not looking for clarity outside of them. They're taking a look at themselves. This ain't about nobody else in this season but you. This ain't about nobody else. He said, I'm looking in the mirror, and I have a puzzling reflection in front of me. Check it out in the New Living Translation, 1 Corinthians, New Living Translation. I got a puzzling reflection in it because what I'm looking at in the mirror does not match up with what God has shown me in my spirit. My mirror, what I am looking at, my checkbook don't look like I know it's supposed to look like with all of this that God has given me to do. I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at the stuff, a reflection. I'm looking at a confusing, he said, a confusing reflection, a puzzling. I'm puzzled by this. Has your mind ever been like in pieces of puzzles, like it's all over the place? You know what the picture is supposed to look like, but all the pieces are kind of scattered. I know nobody want to admit sometimes you have scattering thoughts. It's hard to stay focused. He said, I see things imperfectly, like the puzzling reflection in the mirror. But when I see everything, he says, with perfect clarity. Clarity. When I hit the fork in the road, clarity said, this is the way we going. I need some clarity in my life. I gotta let this mud settle down. I need clarity. Yeah, this is an old school song. A lot of new schoolers ain't gonna know this, but there's a song that says, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all the obstacles in my way. Watch this. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. That second line. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. Isn't it amazing how we can have eyes, but we see not? Jeremiah 5:21 says, people with eyes that don't see, blinded. Don't tell me you ain't never been blinded. Don't tell me you've never been blinded. Blinded. Have you ever been blinded by love? Can't see Adora. Blinded. So in love you couldn't really see who they were. Oh, I've been a blind fool. Couldn't see how you can lose yourself in someone else like that. How you can lose yourself wrapped up in somebody else's eyes, but do not see. And you got so wrapped up that the people who really love you don't even recognize you. Who are you now? You let somebody change you like that? You have eyes, but you don't see. how you're making yourself look. Because let me tell you something. Things have a way of aging you before it kills you. I said things have a way of aging you before it kills you. It shows up in the face. You can be 30 and looking like you're 50, or you can be 50 and look like you're 30. Eyes, but cannot see. Oh, man, because see how fuzzy things are, because you've accepted something that is totally beneath you. Or how far you are off course from the plans you started out having. And now you lost vision. Lord, I got some decisions I got to make. And I need clarity. I have eyes, but I can't see, or better yet, perceive what I need to be doing with my life. Is there anybody out there? I wish I had. Maybe it's just me that I need clarity. To have a clear head means to be free from anxiety, free from over worrying, free from stressing out when you finally have clarity that they have moved on. Or here's what we really need clarity over. Clarity over fear. Clarity over fear. Clarity over fear. Clarity over the fear of failing. What if I fail? No, this is not for people who don't look the part. You look the part. You work hard. You're smart. You're capable. You are very caring. You've got goals, but the truth is you've lost your zing. You lost that little push. You know you need an immediate change in your life, and you need it right now. And if you don't have it, you ain't gonna crash and burn, because you got it. You if you don't do it, you're gonna be all right, but you'll never be totally fulfilled. And you lay up in the bed at 3:15 in the morning, asking God, what's next for me? What's next for me? I, Rishanda Kasiya, like you, fasting for clarity. Fasting for clarity. Wondering and asking God, what's next for me? And the other day when I asked God, what's next for me? God said, what's next for you? I almost got back and forth into an argument with God. An argument going back and forth. I said, God, what's next for me? He said, what's next for you? I said, God, what's next for you? He said, what's next for you? He said, when you decide what you want or desire or something that concerns you, then I'll bless it. He said, I'll perfect those things that concern you. See, you've been sitting back waiting and wondering what's next. And God is saying, what's next? And the answer is coming little by little. This is why we're fasting. With the hopes of living a fasted lifestyle. I'm not talking to people who've already tapped out. I'm talking to people who feel like they're on the verge of something. There's a lot of things you can be doing, but the question you need to ask is, should I be doing that right there? Should I invest my energy, my spirit? Should I invest in that? I could do it, but should I be doing it? It's a terrifying place to be. Should I keep messing with a bad thing, which is easier than working on a good thing? One writer said this. He said, we are blind to the world within us waiting to be born. Because fear keeps us focused on what we're going to lose. But faith keeps us focused on what we're going to gain. When you start gaining things like happiness, when you start gaining things like clarity, when you start gaining things like happiness, it might not be money, but the money's going to take care of itself, but you're going to have a sense of joy and a sense of peace with it. No figuring out who likes you and who don't like you and what they're going to say in the meeting when you ain't, all of that. Just doing what God called you to do. Faith keeps us with this attitude. I can have anything. I can believe God for anything and willing to work for. For fear will keep you focusing on losing. Faith says, it's my winning season. Faith says, play it small, shoot low. Fear says, play it small, shoot low. It's safe now. Play it safe. How many of us have allowed fear to kill our innovation? How many of us have allowed fear to kill our innovation? Yeah. Your risk-taking is gone. Your creativity is failing. See, fear has this thing, this lack and scarcity connected to it. Fear always has a sense of lack and scarcity connected to it. But I want you to put on the screen everybody that's writing, because I needed to register in heaven. I needed to register in hell. I needed to register in your heart and put it in all capital letters. And this is what you must understand, and that is this: there is always enough. Oh, y'all got to write for me. I can't write and teach at the same time. There is always enough. There's always enough. This is the reason that some of us are unclear. It is because there's some kind of fear that if we make the wrong choice, we're going to lose something, but there's always enough. Fear is fogging your lenses. Fear is fogging your lenses. Fear is fogging your lenses. Fear is why you are not clear. But fasting brings clarity. And clarity gives us the ability to see through fear. Clarity gives us the ability to see through fear. We're fasting because we desire clarity. To feel the fear and do it anyway. Worrying about people or worrying about what you're going to lose. David said this. He said, I once was young and now I'm old, yet I've never seen the godly abandoned or their children begging for bread. New Living Translation. I was once young and now I'm old, yet I have never seen the godly abandoned or their children begging for bread. This is why we're fasting for clarity. This is why we're fasting for clarity. Let me be clear. It's a prayer. Before I make this decision, God, let me be clear. Before I sign this contract, God, let me be clear. Before I give them my number or go on a date with them, let me be clear. Let me be clear is a prayer. Not that telling them off, look, let me be clear. No, let me be clear is a prayer. Let me be clear says, God, I got some decisions I got to make. I got some moves I got to make. I need to know what is going to be relevant in the next season, God. So before I blurt it out and do it, God, let me be clear. Let it register in my spirit during this time of fasting. Fasting is supposed to be challenging. That's why we call it a fast. It's supposed to be a sacrifice. Fasting is going to help you get clarity. How to seek first the kingdom of God. How to seek first the kingdom of God. You must get in alignment. I started to teach the other day about alignment. I started to teach about alignment today. It's about being in alignment. The professor mentioned it on the show this week and it registered in my spirit. It stayed with me about alignment. See, we always thought that it was just about agreement. And agreement is a good thing. Agreement is a good thing. Agreement, that whenever two or three come touching and agreeing, it's powerful when we agree. But let me tell you something. You're never going to get 100% of the people in the room to agree 100% of the time. There's going to be some times where we disagree. I would love for us to be on one accord, but it's very challenging to have a whole group of people on one accord. Somebody going to complain about something. But when you are in alignment, it says, look, first of all, everybody in the room is at the opportunity to be heard. Being in alignment says when we walk out of the room, we all saying the same thing. Have you ever noticed that if one wheel on your car is out of alignment, all the negative energy goes to that wheel? It's about being in alignment. When it comes to God blessing you and pouring out, not throwing out, but pouring you out a blessing that you don't have room enough to receive, it is about alignment. Because if God is pouring over here and you're over here, you're missing the blessing because you're out of alignment. It's about being in alignment. This is what the tithe does. The tithe puts you in alignment. Whenever you do yoga, it's about alignment. If you notice, one of my shoulders is tighter than the other one because I did not properly rehab it. So if I let this go, I can do this, but I can't do it here. And the more I do it, the better I get. I'm getting my body into alignment. Tithing puts you in alignment. We must tithe. Everything that comes through my hands, 10% belongs to God. I want you to begin to give now, everybody. Let's start this year off right. Let's start this year off right. Text the amount that you want to give. 504-513-5683. Here's our declaration. Tithe to T, 10% of everything I get. Man has always had a problem. Always had a problem. Always, all the way back since Adam, he's always had a problem with the tithe. With the thing that God says don't touch. He's always had a problem. That's what made a mess out of him. Some of you may want to get nice also the tithe is your offering. Many of you people, you see people are giving numbers. The $100 seed is the alignment seed. The $50 seed is the celebration seed. Celebration. I'm celebrating what I'm seeing before I even get it. That's how you get there faster. And then I sow a seed on it. My tithe, my treasure. We're going to sow a $100 seed, alignment seed. $100 seed is the alignment seed. $50 seed is a seed of celebration. I'm celebrating what I'm seeing before I even get there. Yeah. Look at this. Russell VP said, tithing helps remind us that greed is not the way. Whew. Blessings to you all. Blessings to you all. Blessings to you all. Let me be clear, God. I want to be in proper alignment. When the blessings come, I'm able to see where they're coming from. Yeah. Let's give together as a family. And the teruma. I wish that I was articulate enough to be able to describe what this teruma seed means and what it will do for your life. It is absolutely phenomenal what the teruma seed does. It is 2.5% of all that I earn. I give it as teruma. I give it as teruma. 2.5% of all that I earn. It salts the tithe. It's revolutionary. We've got a lot of teaching on it. But at some level, you got to say, okay, I'm going to trust God. First of all, check and see how small it is. Look and see how small it is. And then anybody that the teruma has blessed, just wave that. Just wave back at us. Wave back at us. Back to Skip, Mariah. So many people. Just so many. I'm not going to start mentioning names until I see your name coming up. You wave out there. Teruma, like Janine Holiday, she's already said, she's giving. And it just opens the floodgates of heaven. The floodgates of heaven. The floodgates of heaven. God gives seed to the sower. Yeah. These are all the people that's been supernaturally blessed. Supernaturally blessed. You can too. It's so easy. Either get the Zelle app or go to Zelle through your bank and give right there. Bishop Love at thecitylove.com. It's so easy. Consistency is the key to everything. Consistency is the key to everything. Whether it's going to the gym, whether it's reading or studying, consistency is the key to everything. And at one point in your life, you're going to get to what's called the tipping point. And things are just going to tip in your favor. And the floodgates are just going to keep on coming and coming and coming. But how God blesses you is up to you. Whew. Let me be clear. Let me be clear. Let me be clear. When we get fearful, we get foggy. Keeps us in a state of insecurity. No. But Lord, let me be clear. This is what the fast is going to do for us. There's two basic fears. One of them is a fear of not being good enough. The other one is a fear of failure. Self-criticism is a fear. But God says, I'm going to give you clarity in this season. The decision that you make, Lord, let me be clear. Let me be clear. Yeah. Fast until February the 1st is called intermittent fasting. That we only eat between 12 noon and 8 p.m. That's our time to eat, between 12 noon and 8 p.m. Okay, the first meal is a salad. Okay, the first meal is a salad. The largest salad you need a bottle of water at 12 noon. After that, eat whatever you want until 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, clear liquids until the next day at 12 noon. Okay, if you fell off, get back on. It's going to help give you clarity on what to do next. Lifting up my eyes to the hills from what cometh my help. Open up your heart. Yeah. And for those who are doing excellent on it, you may want to challenge yourself that my first meal of the day is going to be a smoothie. We working on something. Okay, my first meal and my second meal of the day would be a salad. My first meal would be a smoothie. That happens at 12. And then at about 3 o'clock, go for the salad. I'm just saying, it's a setup. You don't eat much after that salad. Oh. Now, let me ask you a question. Who wants about 3 minutes of in-depth teaching on why this statement is true? You don't want to eat much after the salad. If you don't want it, I won't give it to you. I won't bore you. I won't bore you. But if you want it, I'll give it to you. Okay. Clarity candles, where we get our candles from. Please hear me very good. Very good. Very good. This is very important. There are two types of physical hunger. Two types of physical hunger. There is stomach hunger, and there is cell hunger. There is stomach hunger, when your stomach is growling and you know you're hungry. And there is cell hunger. Okay. The cell hunger, stomach hunger is fed by food. Cell hunger is fed by nutrition to the cell. Now, let me give you an example of a normal breakfast that I would eat for breakfast when I got up in the morning. Cheese grits, turkey bacon, wheat or homemade biscuits, jelly, butter, pancakes with blueberries, orange juice, something like that would be breakfast. Now, what did I do? I fed my stomach hunger, but I did not feed my cell hunger because I did not give myself many nutrients and minerals and vitamins. My stomach is full, but my cells are hungry. So now here it comes. I just ate when I got up in the morning at 7. Now here about 9:30, 10 o'clock, I'm hungry again. So what do? I'm a pretty healthy eater. I get a granola bar and maybe a bottle of water. I'm trying to be a little healthy, or some Gatorade. I'm healthy. I take the granola bar, eat the granola bar. My stomach is satisfied, but my cells are still hungry. Here comes 12 o'clock noon. I'm a conscientious eater. Then I'm going to eat a salad, some salmon, some side of broccoli. I'm going to have me a nice little salad, maybe have a little oatmeal cookie or something like that. And my stomach is satisfied, but my cells still hungry. At 3 o'clock, I'm a little hungry at 3 o'clock. Let me run the Smoothie King, get me a smoothie. My stomach is full from the smoothie, but my cells are still hungry. And I'm just eating and eating and eating and eating and wonder why I'm getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger because I'm feeding my stomach and not my cells. That night, a little grilled chicken, some soup. I'm a conscientious eater, a little salad or whatever. Stomach. Yeah. Let's go to the other route, the route that you're on now, and that is intermittent fasting. Your first meal of the day, first of all, it is so many nutrients in it that it fools your stomach to make you feel like you're full longer. Because you're feeding your cells with kale salad and tomatoes and anything you want to put on your salad. I put blueberries in mine, chop up some apples in there. And all of your taste buds are going crazy. Tomatoes and maybe some quinoa, whatever you do with your salad. And your cells are saying, whoa, we are so full. And your cells are telling your stomach that you're full. And guess what? Your stomach starts getting flatter and flatter and flatter and flatter because you're feeding your cells and not just your stomach. And walnuts. Oatmeal helps you feel full, but it doesn't feed your cells. So the reason we're eating like this is because our bodies are taking all the nutrients. And so that's why in the middle of the day, you're not hungry anymore. Many times, most of you are eating one meal a day or 1.5 meals a day. And you're getting stronger, but your stomach is getting smaller. And you're losing back fat. Abs are made in the kitchen, not in the gym. Yeah, flat abs are made in the kitchen. I was the fattest person in the world and I thought I was eating right. At 276 pounds. I was 276. I changed my diet and I can't get past 235. And I'm stronger, more flexible, have more endurance at 55 than I did at 35. Because of the way you're eating now is one way to it. It's only a phase. It's just an easy phase. Wait till we get to the next level. And it's going to run disease out of your body. It's called intermittent fasting until February the 1st. All right, y'all. Now, Dave said he was 300 pounds and now he's 224. He understands. I don't want abs. I just want to continue getting healthy. Okay, eat like this. The abs are coming. It's automatic. It's automatic. From 263 to 193, can't get past 200. This fasting will heal you. You right, Jones? L. Jones, right there. Yeah, it's a healer. And the gut and the brain are the same. If you fold your stomach in half, it looks like your brain. If you unfold your brain, it looks like your stomach. So now not only are you healed in your body, but you're feeling sharper in your mind. The people in the book of Daniel were 10 times smarter because they fasted. Where can you find the instructions for the fast? Text well to 72,000. Text the word well to 72,000. And I'll send it to you. Text well to 72,000. Y'all put it up for them. Well to 72,000. Text well to 72,000. I'll send it to you right now. Mariah says she lost 40 pounds before pregnancy. And she got 4 kids. Down 12 pounds in daily mucus. Yeah. See Greg, see the mucus, don't make me go here, y'all. Thank you so much, y'all. The mucus is the killer. Every disease in the world goes to mucus based, goes to a base of mucus. Every disease, mucus based, every one of them. L. Jones says, I have no digestive issues at all. I had more sinus problems. My niece Jasmine is on and I love her and I appreciate it. She's so faithful and so loyal. She's just a blessing to me. I'm first of all, I call myself the Black Italian. I love cheese, lasagna, pizza. I can eat pizza every day of my life. If I'm going to cheat on the food, it's going to be pizza. That's my space. That's my spot. And I always had sinus issues. Always had sinus issues. Always blowing my nose. Always taking this stuff. When I got rid of the dairy, the sinus issues went away. When I got rid of the mucus, the sinus issues, butter, cheese, milk. Milk is basically cow pus, but I'm gonna go there. What's up, cousin? Canton, Mississippi? That's my space, baby. Blood sugar levels are amazing. See, the way I'm teaching you how to intermittent fast, you do this for the rest of your life. There's some things you'll never go back. I pray you never go back to. We didn't have a whole hour church service. We didn't have music and preaching and an after class. But I love this. This is my space right here. Because God has given me an anointing to help heal you. I was dead. I'm gonna take a picture of Pastor Fran lets me show the 22 stitches I had in my stomach. I was dead. Is there a plan for people with food allergies? Who would I need to contact? Contact your doctor on your food allergies, but there is a list and I will send it to you. There's a list of foods that are designed for us to eat. There's a list. I don't need my blood pressure medicine anymore. I was dead. I had 4 liters of blood and bile were in a jar. In a jar like this, 4 liters of blood and bile. 2 things you cannot have was in my stomach. 2 things that you have in your stomach. If you have one of them, you're almost dead. I had both at the same time. And the doctor asked, she came out and she showed Pastor Fran blood and bile. Before she said anything, the woman Pastor Fran said, she was covered in my blood. This is what he had in his stomach. If I'd have flown, my stomach would have exploded. If I'd have waited 1 more hour, I would have been dead today. And the doctor said, Fran said, how did he live through this? She said 2 things. She said, somebody must have been praying for him. Number 2, on the inside, he was pristine. Because I ate like this for a solid year before I knew before the accident came. Because I was looking for an answer for Pastor Fran's cancer, and I found this. Or should I say, it found me. It found me. These are testimonies of people. Say this fasting lifestyle is healing them. I'm not even talking about working out. I ain't talking about drinking. You're basically eating water all day, and the nutrients are making you stronger. God wants to heal you everywhere you hurt, but you got to put the work in it. Something work with God so He can work with you. Did everybody give? We got 2 services in one today. Whew. But God Almighty, let me be clear. That's our prayer today, Lord. There's some things that you want to do in your life. There's some things that you want to do in your life. Let me be clear. He's working with us. Yeah, within us, right? 9 o'clock, Pastor Fran and I are going to teach at 9 o'clock today at www.thecityoflove.com. Let's get ready for that at 9. And then at 11, Children's Church is back. Mariah, thank you so much. You're so good at this. Children's Church is back. Children's Church is back. If y'all want to go ahead and hear the word of God taught with such clarity, it's going to bless you in a great way. Okay? 30 days before my 33rd birthday, I'm asking God the type of fast He wanted me to do. Now I have clarity. My personal life coach. People say that all the time. I would do it. I just don't know what it's worth. I got to find out what it's worth. I'll coach you one-on-one if you want. But you got to be ready because I go hard in the paint. I haven't learned that little middle ground yet on that. And you don't do what I say, I get frustrated and get mad and say, kid, take your money back. Because I know what works, especially when it comes. Well, I know what I know, All right, y'all. We love y'all. Glad to have you in this space. We had a little church. Yeah, there I'm there. Yeah. But let me tell you something. Instant, massive, powerful action creates transformation. Right. Do this. Now, but let me tell you what I've learned. It's a process. I'll find out where you are first. We'll sit down and we'll do like a little consultation, and I'll help you restructure your life. I'll help you restructure your life so you get the benefits that you want back, so you can live and be whole and healthy and happy. Right? And after that, we'll do some stuff to help you live and be strong. I ain't talking about you here for the process. Okay. All right. We're going to see. We're going to work on it. All right, y'all. Any questions, comments, or concerns for me? This is an open book. I'm going from confusion to clarity. I was gonna do this today. I had a little preaching stuff going too. Put some special on. Okay, I had all that going. All right. A life coach needs to have an AARP card. Yeah, all y'all gonna need that when it's over, but you're gonna be better though. The consistency that breaks me. You know what? Yeah, I do have one. Everybody I think needs an accountability partner. You're better with somebody working with you. The fasting schedule, please. Text well to 72,000, Cassie. Hope triggers. Yeah. I need a patient coach. I like to ask a lot of questions. No problem. I got a lot of answers too. All I do every day is get answers for y'all on how to live this thing called life. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. This is where it all started. We're going to end it. Tried by fire, purified. This is the first song got me through the pandemic. On the day we went in, this one was always in my spirit. Lord, here's mine. Clara, make sure everybody gets what I say they're going to get after texting well, because I just be saying stuff, and Clara catches everything that I say. She makes sense from it. She's on every call. Every single call I'm on, she's there. So thank you for catching. Between you and Mariah, yeah, y'all do a great job keeping me covered. I appreciate that. All right, y'all. Got to do this fast one. Be patient with me. I got you. I'm going to be patient with you. Can we get a life segment at least once a week? A life segment once a week. Okay, here's what I was thinking about doing. Let me talk to Pastor Fran first, because she can say, what you said? So let me talk to her first, but I got an idea. Yes, to answer your question. We may start breaking about days to be specific on what we're going to deal with that day. But don't tell Pastor Fran I said nothing to you before I tell her. Don't rat on me. I'm asking my mom to do it. Yeah. Get your mom to do it with you. I got to take this from 10 minutes with Lester Love to an hour with Lester Love. All right, y'all. I love y'all. The information right there on the screen. Thank you, Raya B. www.thecityloveGod.com, and in Children's Church for 11 o'clock. All right. I think so. Queen Latifah, check this out. How you feel about nutritional supplements, or let that food be that medicine? It depends. It depends on what kind you use. I do believe in some supplements, especially the ones for the brain. Okay, especially, but the other ones you're not going to need it because you're getting it from your food. But you should have certain supplements that go straight to the brain, because the brain is the one that gets the least amount of nutrients, and that's why it normally dies before anything else does. Before something dies in your body, it first dies in your mind and your brain first, because the brain is the key to all the stuff, right? Yes. All right. I know, huh? I'm waiting for Queen Latifah to answer this question so I can hang up then. I feel like I'm the operator. The Queen Latifah, are you a Moliere that originated from St. Rose? If so, she gonna inbox you because she got family there. Yes, some of my husband's family. Oh, you know what that means? I mean, it might be some of the crazy side. That's what she's trying to say. All right, y'all. I love y'all a lot. We may hang out like this a little bit longer, a little bit more. Not today, a little bit more later. But exactly 2 hours, 1 hour. Love, live, and inspire. Love y'all. She said that's her family. Now y'all hang up. Hang up by. When it gets to 25, I'm going to hang up. Clean my head. The crazy side. Bless you, Margot. If you need to hit me up, here, let me give you my number. Hit me on this. Hit me with that if you need me. That go right there. That's my text. I wanna burn only. Let me be clear. That's my prayer. Bless you, Pastor Poole. Bye. Bye, cuz. I wanna be consumed. Purified. I wanna. Yep, see y'all at 9 o'clock, y'all. Purify. It's at www.thecitylove.com. Y'all hang up, y'all. I'm hugging y'all while y'all walking out the door. You hang up first. No. That's how you can tell when we in love. We in love. You hang up first. No, you hang up first. No, I'm hanging up for you. Drinking and scratching. He ready to go. Because he and I normally walk by now. I want to be tried. Purify me. Y'all holding on. Y'all last 25, hang up now. Whatever you desire. Come on, y'all gotta hang up 20. These last 25 so hard-headed, hang up. That by 24. Love y'all.